And we are live! Hooray! And hello! Yeah, everybody is excited. And we have to start off this game with happy birthday to Snail!
Thank you!
Beep,
Happy
beep, beep,
birthday.
beep, beep.
It is your special day.
Yes, set off the party poppers. It is Snail's birthday. And because of that, you know the tradition, Snail gets an automatic inspiration point!
Yay!
Inspiration!
Yeah! Also, I like the idea that inspiration points stack, so like if you get another one, you just get 2. So yeah, it's fine. Okay. So today's a fun game. Yes, because my god, we need one after this week. Holy pet! Wow! Okay, Toonkind got heavy.
Yeah, it did.
Yep. So this game is going to be a fun one, but I'm getting ahead of myself because I'm very excited. But first we have to introduce our players and their characters. So if you all can, one by one, introduce yourself and your character.
Oh.
You're first, Dobby.
I guess it means I'm going first because I'm at the top of the list.
You sure are.
Hello. My name is Artist of Obsessions, also known as Obby, and I will be playing Primrose Poodle, a Frank and Ollie pink poodle toon who is ready to have a good time.
I'm Launch Queen. I'm going to be playing Road is -and. The hyphen is silent. I'm just telling you it's there so you know. And she is the cowboy witch who is very, very excited to see the engineer again, being one of the biggest fans.
I'm assuming you want me to go next rather than introducing the engineer?
Yeah, that would be a bit weird, and I think everybody knows who he is right now.
Well, darlings, hello, and welcome to our little show. It's me, DJ Moves, currently puppeting this body that's apparently having a birthday called Snail, and I'm so excited for all this, I must tell you.
Oh my god, I love you so much.
Oh boy.
This is gonna be good. Okay, so this rather unlikely collection of characters, who I have to add, are all at different levels, which is great as I am. Yeah, these three fabulous characters are all meeting up today at Dodo Studios. But, you know, you're all from different places. I'd like to add a little flavour, like, how are you getting to the studio, and how do you feel about it? Because for some of you, it's very much your first time. In the same order, I think, yeah. Obby, that's you, buddy.
I'm trying to think.
Sorry, can I put you on the spot?
Go in reverse order, then? Give Obby some time to think?
Yeah, sure, go reverse order. Birthday girl, go on.
So DJ Moves lives at the studio, darling, practically. So they have been coming in, but they're very excited because something brand new is happening this time. The engineer has never asked for their help before, so they're just bopping along. They're doing their little spin twirl, and there's quite a bit of excitement from, like, they're amping up penguins, like, wow, yeah, boss, you can do this! Wow, bada bing, bada boom!
Oh man. Road is very excited. Road has never actually been inside Bird Studios. I'm so excited to actually be able to get in there. And oh my gosh, I'm gonna be able to see the engineer, and it's not gonna be a random encounter on the streets this time, and hopefully I don't have to save him from being, like, you know, assaulted by a mob or anything, so that might be really cool, yeah!
Sorry, I know I'm, like, laughing is being recorded, but I can't help it. You guys are so funny. Sorry,
She's got
carry
a
on,
big grin as she's just in.
Oh. Alright, well, Prim is probably real nervous. Because, like, it's been a while since she's been in the acting scene. Like, maybe a couple years. So the idea of, like, getting back into the swing of things is making her a little nervous, but she's also very excited, so.
Is that tail wagging?
Oh, it is. It is indeed.
Be. Yay! I'm glad. I wanted to be, like, happy, excited, not, like, terrified. That would be sad. Okay. So yeah, you all arrive pretty much at the same time. Moves, you know where to go. I mean, dude, this this is Dodo Studios.
This is basically my studio, although I share it with the engineer. Of course I know where to go, darling.
And the other two of you very easily get shepherded into the right place because there are lots of very helpful owls and indeed some quite enthusiastic penguins around the place as well. And you are greeted in front of the A set by a very familiar face. And he says, hello! Oh, it's wonderful to see you all. Oh, I'm so glad you all came. Okay, so, bit of an unusual project. Some of you may have got wind of it already, but you two, lovely ladies, are going to be the stars in a musical.
Yes, it's wonderful, darlings. Oh, I'm so excited to be working with you. Oh, sorry, let me stop talking.
Yes, please.
What? And
Oh.
then she's just like pointing to DJ moves.
Yes, I'll get to that. Sorry, Rode. Bit of a
What?
learning curve for myself as well. But yes, that is the genre that we are working with, and it's not just you two, our lovely ladies, who are going to be the stars. Tobias, can you get over here?
Wait, what? I'm coming!
About time,
Right,
laddie. Come on.
And you hear someone skittering to where all of you are standing. He's sweating a bit and he's a light purple, and that's Tobias. He's here. Hello.
Oh, darling, you didn't tell me we could bring special guests. I would have brought my newest fan. You see, Ruby Tuesday and engineer, DJ Moves immediately starts rambling and everybody ignores them.
Yes, anyway, this is my new star. He's a marvellous actor, and I'm sure he will take good care of you both, because I'm aware that, Rode, I'm not sure if you have any acting experience, do you?
Not really. No, I did some plays when I was little, but I don't do those no more.
That's marvellous. You'll have to tell me more about that later. But don't worry, between me, Tobias, and the rest of our crew, you will be an actor by the end of this. And with some help from certain individuals, who tries not to look at DJ Moose, you will be able to sing by the end of it too, like our lovely lady Primrose here. I've read your reviews. Really starring stuff.
Oh boy. Okay, well, the moment you mentioned like that, the fact that it's a musical, Primrose has just been kind of quiet, like, and just awkwardly standing to the side, like, well, oh boy,
Oh shoot, your Primrose, like the real Primrose. Oh man, my friend Abby Kay was a big fan of yours, man. It's a pleasure meeting you.
Actually, it was them that put me in touch with this person. I've never heard of her, but I mean, look at that face. The whole world will fall in love with you.
thank you.
Tobias,
I guess.
maybe he's pink right now.
Ooh. Should I make an insight roll? I mean...
Absolutely.
Oh, you absolutely can.
Okay. Yeah, this is for both of you, kid. Oh my gosh, a 15. Tobias, I think he knows you very well and certainly knows what your colour scheme means, but he's not going to comment on that. On the other hand, you see one of his ears dip down because he has realised that there's something amiss, but he doesn't quite know what's going on with Primrose. Is there something the matter, lassie?
Okay. I can't sing
Oh,
at all.
really? Well, hang on. You used to be able to sing and now you canna. And there's a sort of thought bubble that you can't see what's on the inside, but there's definitely a sort of about something he heard during this week. But he waves the cloud aside. He's like, well, never you mind that. I've set my sights on you and I will have you. Although, that was quite a good hook. There's a performer who used to be able to sing but can't. Oh, I tell you what, give me back those raw scripts. I'm gonna do a do-over. I've got a better idea.
Okay.
You really must expect this with dear old Engie. He's quite a revisionist, if you understand what I mean.
I'm
Thank
already
you.
used to it.
Thank you for your personal comments, and gonna take your script off you moves
Sorry,
with
sir.
a bit of a risk of paper cuts.
Anytime, NG, anytime.
I'm sure some of you have questions, but I suppose the leading one will be that I admit this is not my usual sort of movie, so I expect you would like me to explain why.
Yeah.
Do.
Absolutely.
Including you, Moves. Well, if I asked any one of you 5 months ago what your favourite musical was, I can all but guarantee you would have all given me the same answer.
DJ Moves is vibrating, but he's not answering the question.
Yeah, he basically nods at this sort of wave of very awkward silence, because no one has to say it, but The Marvelous Magician of Oz has been the entire world's favourite musical since it existed, and there's yeah. So yeah, he just sort of nods. He's like, Dora Z scale didn't just damage our international bonds with real kind. She left a scar across the face of our filmic history. And I should know. I've been here since its inception, and I know just how much of an impact that musical had. If I ask people that same question today, what their favourite musical is, they scramble for an answer, and all the while they do, the weight of Dora's actions hang like a cloud over the conversation. Now, we cannot replace that film, or undo the damage that she did, but what we can do is make something. Create a new musical. We need to, nay, we will create the most famous, beloved musical in all history, and that's no small task, aye. But with you three sparks of bright brand new brilliance and a multi-award winning director at the helm, I think we can do it.
With a little help, of course.
I'll get to you.
Rhoda's just vibrating with excitement and just lets out like a squeak, like one of the, like squeaky toy noise, going crazy. So excited.
How about you two? Yeah.
Well, Prim's tail is absolutely wagging. Excited.
Tobias is his usual colors, but with some splotches of his surprised blue while he's listening.
Oh. What was that random scream? Was that you, Snail?
That was me reacting to the art because it's so cute.
Oh, thank you.
So cute.
Yeah, I had a really good time drawing all your characters because they're all so good. So, yes, the world needs a new musical, but not simply that. This has to be the best musical that has ever existed. A musical so much better than The Marvelous Magician of Oz that tainted title will be lost in the thunder of its wake. Me? I can write the plot, the script, I can handle the directing, the lighting, the cinematography. Heck, I won't let him anywhere near the cinematography, but I cannot do what he can do. And Moves, he's turning to face you, with a big, deeply resigning sigh, he says, I cannot write music, or songs, or choreographed dance routines, so and please understand how difficult this is for me to say, but I need you.
Yes.
I need you, Moves. Film needs you. Inkwell needs you.
Why, darling, you simply had to stop with I need you. Anything for a fan. And you can tell DJ Moves is just getting tiny little digs in. He's actually not being insulting, but he knows that's just gonna kill the engineer.
Do not push your luck. Anyway, I think on that happy note, and you can just see him sort of regretting this already, I think us two old fogies have to go and sign an awful lot of paperwork, so I'll take Moves into the office. You three just get to know each other. I mean, the script needs a rewrite, so I'll get that to you tomorrow. Should be able to get the first copy. Yes, I can type that fast. So yeah, you kids, chinwag, get along. Come on, Moves. And me and Moves.
Have fun, kids. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. Penguins watch them, make sure they wouldn't do anything I wouldn't do. Feel free to be starstruck, though. And he toddles off after the engineer.
I wouldn't do anything you would do.
So literally, this is free chat time for you three to just get to know each other.
Oh my gosh, Tobias, it's an honor to meet you, man. I'm a big fan.
Thanks.
So
I didn't think I had fans already.
oh man, you should know better than that. You being one of Engineer's fans, you get so many fans. Wow, I make me and the girls watch all that stuff all the time, whether they like to or not. But you know.
Well, I am very glad. Thank you. You seem very nice, both of you. Yeah.
Thank you. Hi. And Prim's just kind of awkwardly standing there because she's not sure how to start a conversation.
Prim, you ain't European. So where you been hanging out?
Oh, I live around here, actually. My grandpa has a house outskirts of Toontown, like the suburbs.
Oh shoot, that's really nice, man. I'm gonna have to take up another job at High-Lo's Hardware to cover for my hotel expenses. But you know, it's all right. It's all good.
Tobias is strangely silent, and he may or may not be a darker shade of pink right now, while he's looking at Primrose.
Road trying to carry this conversation while these two are being just absolutely puppy-eyed for each other.
That's exactly it.
Road's trying her best.
Do I need to come out there with a bucket full of cold water? I mean...
I think we need that, actually.
Oh no! Actually, I'll say what, there was an owl walking past and had a bucket full of water. You know, you need that in case there's explosions on set. And he just trips over and it lands on Tobias. Oh, I'm so sorry! I'm so sorry! Oh, I'm so sorry, Mr. Tobias! Oh, please don't fire me!
No, it's alright! No, it's okay. It's fine. No, don't worry.
I'll go and get you a towel!
Oh, I guess I could change.
Wait, Primrose uses prestidigitation to dry Toby off.
Good move.
Oh,
man.
Thank you.
No problem.
Oh, thanks.
So, how long have you been doing this whole acting thing?
Oh man, I don't remember actually. It's been 1 or 2 months, I'd say. Oh, it feels like years already. I'm just having so much fun.
Oh man, that's real exciting to hear.
He turned yellow right now while he's talking about this.
Oh shoot, I'm so excited to be working.
I'm very glad. Oh, that's gonna be great. I'm so excited to work with you two already.
Same. Absolutely, same. And Prim's tail just starts wagging again.
Puppy love.
It's been so long since I've done acting, and I'm honestly real excited to get back into it. Oh boy.
Oh man, that's real cool. I didn't really leave the theater world on the best of notes, so I'm excited to see how this goes.
You see a penguin sort of sidle up to Tobias and say, "Hey, you should probably warn them how the engineer is when he's directing. Bada bing, bada boom," and he like winks and then sidles back into the penguin crowd.
I think you said that loud enough already.
Shifty bunch, eh?
Yeah, well, I guess you know the engineer already, so be prepared for lots of action.
Oh, I can do action.
Maybe take some health potions? You're gonna need it.
Oh, don't worry. It takes a
Slightest.
bit more than that to just hurt me, and she'll bang on her sweater, and it echoes with a resounding thud. She's wearing
Oh, man.
armor under there.
That's extremely fistful of dollars. I really like that.
I'm always prepared, just in case. You never know what you're gonna be finding on patrols.
That's understandable. Wait, you do patrol?
Oh yeah, me and the girls back in Gillstown. We got a little coven of sorts. Oh man, it's all real sweet.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, my girl Bo gave me this bouquet after she heard that I was going to work here. She's just so sweet like that, you know.
Aw, that's very sweet.
The only reason I'm trusting DJ moves is because I got another girl who's working for her, so I trust her, not him.
Actually, that's quite a good segue point. So, I think at this point, we sort of actually rewind the tape, and we go back to when DJ Moves and the engineer left your party and went into the office. DJ Moves, I would like you to make a Dex or Strength save.
What?
I would like you to make a Dex or a Strength save.
Oh man.
Why? Is it trapped or something?
Well, you've just entered the office and the engineer has decided to try and grapple you.
What? Okay. So, like, barbarians have advantage on grapples, right?
They tend to, yes.
I'm not gonna roll for it. I think DJ Moves is so startled he doesn't even put up a fight.
Are you serious? That's so
Dead.
That's so impressively in character. I'm gonna give you another inspiration point because that's just really cool of you. Also, means I get to post the piece of art that I was hoping I would be able to post because, yeah, you have been slammed up against the back of a filing cabinet with a very angry-looking director right up in your grill. And he says, "Alright, DJ Moves, listen up. I've had a really bad week, so you're going to hear out and agree to my extremely reasonable terms and conditions, or so help me, you will not be leaving this office alive."
Well, it sure seems like I should hear you out at very least. What's going on?
Item number 1. No pecking around. We're on a shoestring budget and this movie is too big for the both of us to be wasting time and energy by pulling punches. I need you to put everything you have into this movie, or I will have you and your head thrown off the project on 2 separate occasions. Agreed?
Sure thing, darling. Sure thing. I don't hold back anyway. You know that about me. And he, like, very gingerly puts a single flipper to pat twice on the engineer's shoulder and then immediately retracts it back to the filing cabinet.
Highly good idea, because that shoulder was extremely hot. If you'd left it there, you probably would have burned yourself. Actually, before continuing, do you want to make an insight check?
I would love to make an insight check.
I might make one for you as well, actually, just because that's really fun. Okay, he doesn't give a shit.
0. No!
Engineer doesn't give a damn what you're feeling right now. Oh, a nat 20 though! Okay, DJ Moves, you are very up and close and personal, and you have known this guy for 40 years. You have never seen him this serious. He means every word he's saying to you.
Easy, darling. We're both on the same side. I wouldn't sabotage your project.
Not like you have in the past. And that grip gets a little bit tighter.
Would you like to roll a second insight check?
Yeah, sure, I will. An 11.
So the thing is, DJ Moves is an actor, so you see something flash across his face, but immediately goes, well, that was a different situation entirely, my dear friend. And he's like slightly less uncomfortable in this grip after that dig and says, you see, that was an insult that you gave to me, and then I spun around as a joke, and then someone else took it and made it murderous. I defended you. I have been sitting here wallowing in regret for months, and I would deeply appreciate it if both of us could actually put that behind us. Do you understand? And he's not really in the place to be making, like, arguments or so forth. He's totally pinned. But that particular dig actually sort of pressed a button. He was kind of hurt by that.
Yep. Yanjida actually doesn't care, which is awful, but yeah, no, he understands, but, like, you know why he doesn't particularly take, like, what he said back. 'Cause, like, dude. Anyway, he sort of tilts his head to the side in a sort of, alright, fair gesture, but he doesn't actually say anything. Item number 2. In the past I'd have said that you can throw me under the bus as many times as you pecking like. I'll just lift it off of myself and drop it back on top of your big blue head. But if you do anything to damage this picture, or throw it off schedule, anything from your usual tasteless practical jokes to petty sabotage, I won't fire you. I'll kill you. Because that young lad I introduced back there, that man has the potential to become the greatest actor this, or any world, has ever seen. So, aside from how important this musical is to the well-being of this entire continent, aside from our long-term relationship, if you do anything to jeopardize him or his career, I will annihilate you.
Alright, you don't need insight for this one. DJ Moves is starting to get more and more flustered and upset, and he's like, darling, I understand. There are three people who need this spotlight. I'm not going to sabotage it because you and I have had a tiff before. Listen, you asked me for help. I consider that a... And he sort of, like, fumbles for words for a second. He's like, well, I take that seriously. I'm not going to sabotage you, and I'm not going to sabotage them if you don't trust that I won't sabotage you. Yes, I play jokes, but I win things fair and square, my dear.
Okay, I just rolled another insight check, and that was a 5. So, like, he straight up does not trust you yet. So, like, he's really, like, this means so much to him. This film is so important. And, but interestingly, he does let go of your collar and just sort of takes a step back and walks over to the window.
DJ Moves immediately pops his collar again.
I gotta get the look back. Yeah, there's a couple of claw holes in there, but you can't see them. It's fine. Yeah, I think he goes over to the window at this point and, like, pokes, like, looks through the Phoenician blinds to see how the kids are doing. Do you want to come and have a look too?
Of course, darling.
Okay. You do a perception check, I guess.
D20. It's a new character I have to remember with every single
It's fine, there's only a
what
few
she
things
is.
I've memorized.
Oh no! He can't see behind the engineer. He's not touching the engineer. He just assumes they're fine.
You've also got sunglasses on inside, so... yeah, this office is not amazingly well lit, so you've got the sort of moody atmospheric lighting that would be appropriate for this kind of a grilling session. So, yeah, you just have, like, the back of this guy talking to you with dramatic slats of light hitting around the outside. He says, those 3 youngsters have only just met, and look at that, they're getting along just fine. They need us both to make this movie work, so we both need to step up to the plate. me included, and not just for their sakes, we need to show the world that if two famously headbutting, hard-bitten rivals like us can work together to make something beautiful, anyone can work together. And he turns around and he says, we are all going to need to work together to survive what's going on. And I don't know why I know that, I just do.
DJ Moves holds out his flipper.
We'll also need some catchy new songs to sing around the campfire when the whole world has gone to peck, so alright. And he shakes your hand.
There's like half a second before you shake his hand where like swaps out his hand, and he's not good at sleight of hand. You see that there was an electric buzzer in his hand, but he took it off.
Oh!
Before he actually shook your hand.
Oh! Sneaky. But actually, can I roll perception to see if I saw that?
Yes, please do.
Oh my god. I can't believe you nearly pulled that shit in this situation. Actually, yes I can.
Okay, he's still a little
A
miss.
7. Thank goodness he didn't see that. Anyway, yeah, so he shakes your hand and lets go and he says, so tell me, DJ Moose, are you angry about what she did to you?
Well, tell me, engineer, do you think you're the only one who thinks that their entire career... That sentence did not make sense.
I'm gonna say this again because it's a yes or no pecking question. Are you angry about what she did to you?
Of course I'm angry about what Of course I'm angry about what she did to me, darling.
Are you angry about what she did to your penguins?
Oh. And like, you heard that outburst when you asked about him, but like his color scheme almost saturates, and you can see the faintest hit of smoke start bellowing out of his head. He said, yes.
Are you angry about what she did to Vic?
Of course I am.
To me, to all of Inkwell, are you angry?
Of course I'm angry!
Then use it! Turn that anger into energy. Make something out of love that'll put her hatred in the grave. You want revenge? Then this is your chance to take it. Bury her!
We are going to make the best pecking movie the world has ever seen! And then DJ Moose like sort of smooths back his afro because he realized that sounded a little more evil than like excited, and he's like, of course we will, darling.
The engineer actually looks really happy because he was absolutely like trying to rile you up. He's directing you right now. He's trying to get you into the mood. So he finishes this with she used you with her words, so use yours against her.
And DJ Moose holds out his hand again. This time, no buzzer involved, I promise. And he's like, let's do this, darling.
Hey, now will you sign this contract? I'm sure you'll find it extremely reasonable. And then we have a little quick sort of montage because we ain't actually gonna do like a whole making a movie. We're gonna like cut to the chase and basically do the plot. But we get an intro montage of all of you guys getting acting lessons, script writing like crazy, moves. You get your whole little Rocket Man sequence of you slamming out tunes on the piano. There's lots of goofs and gaffs. If any of you want to describe like little heartwarming scenes that we see during this montage, that'd be cool.
DJ Moves absolutely insists on talking to both Rode and Tobias about how to, like, in this short period of time, best use their voice musically. So he, like, goes through the scales to figure out what their voice range is and how he can work it into the music. So let me ask, do you guys know what voice range your character is?
Absolutely not.
Probably higher alto.
High alto. So Tobias, when you're talking, what do you normally go for? Higher tones or lower tones?
Higher.
All right, we'll put you like tenor-ish. So DJ moves, then you see like pages flying as he continues banging out on the piano, and both of you like look over your notes and like worry about it for a second until he like leads you through and plays it on the piano, and it's actually not that hard. It sounds impressive, and that's Move's little scene.
Aww.
He curated it to you guys' voices.
Road ever slightly warms up, just a little bit.
Tobias is, despite being a bard, he's not that used to singing, but he enjoyed that little moment, actually. It helps him work on his voice a lot.
Road and Prim, like, are there any things, like, in particular you guys would like your character to be taught, like, basically, while we're making this film?
Honestly,
We gonna ride horses? Are we gonna ride horses?
Yes, absolutely, there will be horses involved.
After calling all stars, I think Tobias got lessons on that.
Mm-hmm.
So really,
Boy.
Yeah, I will say that I will cover some extra stuff after we've done this montage stuff, but some of you have expertise that you can help other characters with, but that can like be included in this, so I can imagine Tobias like helping Road learn to ride a horse. That's adorable.
oh yes.
Road will absolutely try to find an excuse to get Prim and Tobias on the horse together. And she just kind of, like as they do it, she's just kind of like in the stables, kind of just looking at their smiling like, aww.
Now that's a good
They're
wingman.
so cute.
I can't believe this.
They're so cute together.
Oh gosh.
They don't
that's very
even.
cute.
Tobias doesn't even know he has a crush on Primrose right now.
It's okay, Road does.
Everybody knows apart from Oh no, Abby's going to have to restart her Discord, so we'll just kind of sit for a second. I may have to edit this little bit out, but also Snail, sorry for like chewing your ear off there, but yeah, he had to make sure.
No.
That was intense.
Super good stuff.
That was really good, yeah.
You mad?
That was
You
something.
mad?
Oh man.
Road's only talent that she could maybe teach is guns.
Yes, that's gonna come in, my buddy.
So first you pull out your gun. What do you mean you don't have one?
Oh my god, banging out the tunes. Sorry, there's memes happening. I will have to put this in the video, won't I? If I keep the video in.
Banging out the
Someone
tunes.
made it, not me. I just pulled up the original picture and Noah's the one that made the great glasses and hair.
Oh, very good quality stuff here.
Moves banging out some tunes.
Moves banging out some tunes. Sorry, just stretching. That was nothing else. I think the engineer is like, yeah, hammering away at this typewriter because honestly, having a singer that can't sing is a really good hook. So like, yeah, he literally went back and worked over this concept from the beginning.
If you want, there could be like a little scene of Moves like looking over the script and going, like when people are doing that fashion show thing, except he's literally flipping through the script. So he's like, yeah, no. Oh, if you put that there, no. Yeah, darling.
Needless to say, the engineer is ignoring all of your feedback. I mean...
Hello.
Hello, Abby!
Okay.
You have come back.
Okay, I'm back.
It's cool. We were just like spinning our wheels. But we'll start off with you. Like, is there anything in this montage that you desperately want to see happen? Because this is your moment.
I can't think of any right now. I had some ideas, but now they're all gone.
Just so you know, Road absolutely put you and Tobias on a horse together. So enjoy that.
Oh, that's cute.
Yes.
It probably didn't end well for Primrose. She's not good at it.
That crash course in
Ironic.
animal
Don't
handling.
worry, Tobias will catch you.
It's okay. Toby's not gonna let anything happen. It's the perfect setup.
Exactly.
Meanwhile, the horse is just rolling his eyes at the engineer, who's just like, just deal with it. I mean, they're young. They're not that
I'm so sorry to the horse.
This is probably one of the horses you met before, actually.
It's the one you rode.
Yes! Yes. It was the white horse, wasn't it? Yeah. Or grey, technically speaking. Okay, I think that's enough mucking about. So, we have this montage, and yeah, we are just going to basically play this film like it's a campaign, like a little miniature game. And so I've split this film up into scenes, which have like 2 or 3 characters in them, because, my god, 4 of you at once is kind of crazy. But all of you are going to be taking part, because I have to remind you, 2 of you are bards, and bards can do things like inspire people, and likewise, you know, if your character has expertise with, say, handling guns, or like there's a spell that you think would help a scene, if it's going poorly, like if the performance roll is not good, either the engineer will step in and do directing stuff to help you do it again, or like, yeah, you can try and help by giving a bonus or giving a reason why they would have advantage to roll again. Y'all get that?
Mm-hmm.
Cool. So, I think the first thing that needs to happen in a movie that is a musical is an overture. So, DJ Moves, you have to roll performance to see how good your overture is. And, like, maybe this segues into the opening number.
Oh, darling, trust me, he has this covered.
With 2 inspiration points, I should hope so. What? 29?!
Jesus Christ.
Oh, what?
It definitely has this covered.
Oh my god.
Passion, the fury.
DJ Moves' music, you'll find when you like first hear this, it doesn't sound like his movie music. You actually hear like there's some banjo, there's a whole lot of that traditionally West and also country music and bluegrass influences. You get the idea he might have gotten the banjo idea from Larry, but like as this overture like sways, anybody who's been practicing with moves and like starting to learn their pieces, you hear just little bits of your motifs somewhere within the score. This opening sequence is sort of also a collection of every musical motif you're gonna hear within the rest of the musical.
Yeah, that's amazing.
That's so rad.
Wow. I think the engineer is in the recording booth when like the take for this overture is recorded with the orchestra. And you catch a glint off the inside of your sunglasses because he's standing behind you, and you know for a fact that he is glowing very brightly. Like, wow, he is ecstatic. He's delighted with what you've done here.
Oh, that's great.
Wonderful.
Very, very good. So, yeah, this musical has a killer opening, if nothing else. Wow!
Jeez,
And, yeah, we zoom over the town, and this is a sort of dilapidated way out west town of, it's called the little town of Evade, which is a horrible joke. And it's like, yeah, you can tell even with this cheery opening with people who live there trying to keep this place alive that it's not doing great. And eventually we end up in the saloon, and there are 2 characters in the saloon who are played by Road and Moves. So I've given you all a sort of a summary of this film's first half. Not a script, because y'all are gonna have to do that wording stuff, because I'm not writing all that. And this is a conversation between Reliable Joe, which is DJ Moves' character, who's the owner of the saloon, who is talking to Road, who is known affectionately as Calamity Dame, who is she's a gun hand for hire, and there is something going on. Do you guys need me to relate what the scene is about, or you got, like, good?
think I have the
gist.
the not script TM.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. So one thing you'll notice is DJ Moves, once again, is more fitting with the style of the movie than he is his usual style. His afro has been pulled into what looks like a very intricate braided style and like pulled up into a single bun rather than just a loose afro all over. His glasses are absent. What's this? And he's not wearing his classic popped collar, big red shiny stuff. He's wearing something of the time. He looks like a raggled old penguin bartender who's still got some of that charm. And he's wiping down the counter with pretty practiced circles. And I'm guessing that aside from those two, the bar is pretty empty.
It is desolate. In fact, the engineer's done a really good job with the cinematography because it opened with this big, shiny, happy number, and then you go into this place and it's just big contrast. Like, whoa, this place is a downer.
I think Rhode's wearing her usual cowboy stuff, because that's just how Rhode is. She has her own little cowboy outfit. You know, cowboy witch. When she walks in, she legitimately doesn't recognize moves and kind of looks around like, thought I was supposed to be doing this with him, but I guess we're doing with the understudy. Oh, Reliable Joe! How goes business?
Look around you, my friend. It goes down the drain. And moves, sighs, and stops his counterwashing to look at Calamity's Dane and says, "How goes your business?"
The usual. Every few weeks we get somebody calling out for a gun for hire, but, you know, nowhere interesting. Except for this recent one, going to the city. Don't know what they want me there. Yeah. Stagecoach delivery.
The city. And you see the penguins sort of like stroke their chin and they're like, "Say, when do you start your trip down to the city, friend?"
And not too many days from now.
But not tonight, yes?
No. Tonight I'm here.
How would you like to be double hired with, say, drinks on the house? And you could see something start trickling through Reliable Joe's mind, although it hasn't solidified yet.
She just kind of crosses her arms and is like, what plan you got in mind, Joe?
And I've just made a note asking them to roll performance, because the word stuff is good, but I need to see how they're doing. Okay. So, before the engineer has to step in, would either Tobias or Prim, like, be able to help Rode with her 7? A 16 is fine. Like, that's as good as he expects from DJ Moves.
Well, Tobias can try Bardic Inspiration.
And that gives, what does that give? Is it a plus
And,
D6 or something?
A D6.
So you can have a 7 plus a D6. Would you like to describe how Tobias gets this inspiration? Is this like a speech that Rode remembers he's given her before going on to the set?
Oh, I have no idea. It's probably during the scene or just before, and Tobias just told her to the advice that the engineer gave him during the FPS, which is to get totally in your character, or more like let the character take control of you for now.
Yeah, good. Yeah. Oh, max +6. So 7 plus 6. That's fine. You have a sort of wobble of confidence, and then you see Tobias behind the camera, and you can see him sort of like willing you on. And you remember these very, very good words of wisdom, and you continue with the scene, and it's fine.
I already forgot where we left off.
Sorry, that was my bad. Yeah, the director gives you your prompt, your line, which is basically you were about to discuss what else you could do in the city, because Reliable Joe seems to have a job for you as well.
Yeah, Joe, what you want me to get in the city? You know, Stagecoach comes in every other week.
Yes, well, this one will require more than just a mail carry, if you understand. You see, Reliable Joe leans on the counter and, like, looks at you and says, I trust you, Calamity Dane. I know all the rumors run around about your crazy luck, but I trust you. The bar isn't, well... And he sort of looks around and waves his hands like, it's empty. This should be prime time for everybody to be in, but it's completely empty. And he's like, bar isn't doing so well. We need something to bring people in. We need a star. Not that you ain't a star yourself, my fine friend, but we need something to bring the people in, something exciting. And I've been receiving some correspondence from a certain, let's say, famous person who wants to get out of town. Well, out of their town, out of the city. And I was wondering, they seem like they'd need a little more convincing than I can provide with just notes, you know. So if you could go up to the city, convince them to come down here, and then bring them down here safely, mind you.
I'm totally good at that.
There could be something in it for you. And Reliable Joe winks at you.
Yeah, I get to meet a famous person. That's enough.
Sure, darling. And they, like, you see them, like, shove the idea of paying Calamity Dane immediately out of their head now that Calamity Dane doesn't need it. And they're like, but first, of course, we do have to have those drinks that I promised you. And he chuckles a little bit.
Vacation juice, here I come.
I think that's a really great way to finish this scene. So you clink glasses. That scene was a good take. It's in the can. Great. The engineer is very pleased with you both. And Tobias, you can feel a sort of rosy glow of pride because you helped with that quite a lot. And that's great. And next we have a quick little scene of Calamity Dame setting off for the big city. So I would like you very quickly to roll animal handling because yeehaw, you're off. And you are riding a dog cart. Yeah.
Horse.
Horse. An 11. So here's the thing, you're riding a dog cart, which is like, you're not directly on a horse, so you have to get used to handling long reins at a distance and different sort of width. That's...
Real quick, can Prim actually help
Yes.
with this part?
Absolutely.
Guess what? She's a Frankenolly tune, so she can probably talk to the animal and help it out with getting ready for the scene and stuff.
Ooh.
Brilliant.
So,
you see her having trouble, and then, you step in to help. So have a little scene. Go ahead. You gotta talk to the horse.
Oh, okay.
I ain't none good with animals. Giddy
okay.
up, horse, please. Help.
I'm sorry, I'm all sorts of flustered at the moment, and I don't know why. Prim casts Speak with Animals, and then she walks over to the horse and, like, before they start the scene up, and they're like, hey, alright, hello.
Howdy. What's up? You're the new around
how's it
here.
going?
You're pretty.
yeah.
You smell nice.
Oh gosh.
Have you got roses on your hair? And he's trying to eat your hair. Nope, ain't no roses. Put.
So, are you, excited for this scene?
Yeah, I'm not really feeling it, you know.
Well, maybe I can help you be a little more excited for it. How about after the scene is done, I get you a snack?
Oh, well, what kind of snack are we talking? But he's interested.
Well, what do you like? Do you like apples?
Oh, I do love
Like
me an apple.
a real-
If you can
I
get
can
me,
get you a real juicy apple.
if you can get me a candy apple, the engineer doesn't let us have those.
See what I can do. I can pull a few strings.
All right, deal. And he shakes hands with you because this is still a Toonkind horse. It's like a real kind Toonkind horse. You know, it's like one of the horses from Asterix. So, yeah. Okay, you have persuaded the horse, which, Lord Queen, that allows you to roll again, because you have advantage.
Ro just watches the whole thing go down, not knowing what's going on between
Yeah.
the two as Prim talks to Horse, and she's like, mm-hmm.
You can hear
Leave it to
Prim's
the
side,
professionals.
but you can't understand what the horse is.
Leave it to the professionals. Horse whispers. Yeah.
A 14, that'll do, that'll do. That was basically the DC, so yeah, you managed to ride a dog cart, and you yippee-ki-yay out of there, mother pecker. And yep, we have her going away, and then we cross-dissolve to a very different location in the big city. So, we now meet the object of Calamity Dame's mission is Annabelle Badams, who is, or was, a very big ballroom dancing, singing, old-time stage star, and she's having a bit of a rough time. So, in fact, this is a little scene with Prim and the engineer. So, Prim, you are talking to the boss of a big city theatre, and what's going down with that?
Oh boy.
Basically, it looks like he is going to fire you.
Oh, yeah, that's expected.
I'm sorry, we just cannot keep on a entertainer who cannot sing.
There's got to be something I can do that doesn't involve singing.
There's plenty of showgirls who can dance, but for the fees you're asking, no, you gotta get out of here and find someone else who can pay you what you're asking for, because I'm not. Also, Prim, your character has a reason why she cannot sing anymore, which you can internal monologue about or actually talk to this guy about.
I'm trying to figure out how to word it. I'm sorry.
No, it's cool. It's cool. I don't want to, put you in the deep end without any prompting.
I just... Are you sure there isn't anything that I can do?
Well, we need a new electrician. Can you turn your hand to that?
I can dance. I can...
Listen, Lassie, I've seen everything you can do, including when you could sing. It breaks my heart to have to fire you, but you know, the big city, it's a tough place. You gotta keep up, or you gotta get out.
Oh, I understand. And she just kind of rubs the back of her neck.
Okay, I think you should roll performance, see how you're doing.
Alright. I have to remember how to roll things real quick.
Wow! Wow! Okay, 26. You're doing really good. You're doing so good. Like, damn! Everybody on set who's filming, feels really bad for this character. I mean, I guess, Toby, you're watching. How do you feel right now?
Well, if anyone is looking at Tobias right now, they can see his deep turquoise, which, well, I won't really say. One day you'll know what it means, but he seems really entranced in the scene.
Okay, he's not saying so because he's also in the scene, but the engineer is deeply impressed with this performance. Yeah, there's great pathos and empathy, and in fact, the scene basically carries on without him because he just shrugs because you haven't persuaded him, and he leaves, and poor Annabelle is left in this empty, huge theatre, which, you know, there's almost an overlay of crowds that she used to draw and the performance she used to do, and it was filled to the brim and full of jubilation, and then that fades out and it is just empty, and there is just her there.
A moment of silence where Annabelle is just kind of staring at the ground, and there's like frustrated tears that she just kind of wipes away when she's by herself, and then she moves to go gather her things that is sitting around in the theater, because obviously she can't hang out around here anymore.
And at this moment, enter Calamity Dane.
Are you crying?
There's like a comedic, like where she accidentally knocks something over as Road steps in.
Road immediately tries to catch it. He's like, "Oh shit! I didn't mean to walk in on you crying or nothing. I mean, I'll cry with you if you want."
Actually, Road, do sleight of hand. I want to see if you can actually manage to pull off that.
Oh boy, let's see.
Sorry, can't be a DM if I don't throw in things. 18! Nice! So yeah, I think, Prim, you basically trip over a drum and it sets off a sort of cataclysmic event where everything is flying, and then this cymbal is rolling along the stage, and Road, you just flip it up with your foot and catch it in a hand, and yeah, you walk over and put it back where it was.
So, now a bad time, or?
No, it does. I'm sorry.
It's all good. You can. Listen. I'll cry. I'll cry with you if you want. I can cry pretty hard.
You don't have to.
But I could if you want. It's always nice to cry with others. So what's happening, man?
Well,
I'm Calamity Dane, by the way.
I'm Annabelle Beddoms. I think I just got fired. So I'm having a bit of a day.
Oh shit, that sure does suck. Now, So, what you gonna do now then?
Don't know, honestly.
You
probably try to look for new work, but
I mean, you're a performer, right?
Yeah.
Well,
Or I was, I suppose.
Well, you can still be a performer. I mean, I don't know much what it takes to be a performer, but you performed here before, so I bet you can still perform. What do you perform?
I do dancing. That's what I do. I do dancing.
Oh, that's mighty cool. I can't dance none. I trip over my feet and my spurs, and I end up on the floor. And she'll like try to comedically do a really bad dance.
That's awesome.
In an attempt to cheer her up.
I think for two reasons you should roll performance. This is partly to see like how successfully you cheer up the character, as well as how well you're doing. That's adorable, by the way. A 13. Does DJ Moves or Tobias also want to help with this? Moves, I think you may be better placed for inspiring, because dancing.
Oh, Moves is absolutely making the music, like, swell underneath the characters, and, like, repeating the motif of Calamity Dane, which is light and bubbly. So, Launch, you can roll a D8.
That level 7 bard. Oh, 1! Oh, man.
So what?
Tobias, do you want to come in to save the day?
I can do bardic inspiration again, but I don't know what to say this time.
You're just like silently cheerleading in the background. I think, Road, you got a bit of stage fright.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, Road is a bit nervous.
Mm-hmm.
She's hasn't actually danced.
There is also a third option if this doesn't work, don't worry.
So am I rolling
a D6, a D6.
D6.
A 2. I mean, you're hitting a 15. That's okay, but do you want to do better?
Yeah. Of
You want to do better.
course I do.
Okay, so yeah. Cut! Alright, you were doing really well until the dance, so, how about you try this? And the engineer... The engineer is not a dancer. On the other hand, he's pretty nimble, and he knows comedy. God, this guy comes from slapstick. So, yeah, he does a straight-up Charlie Chaplin for you as a demonstration. And he's basically trying to break the tension for you. He's not necessarily saying, this is exactly what you should do it. This is saying, look, even me, world-famous director who you're a huge fan of, can fool around and make people laugh. So,
Oh, it definitely goes to her heart, and she cracks up.
I haven't done that sort of thing since playing with the grandkids. Oh, which was last week. Okay, do you want to try that again?
Yeah, I got it this time. Yeah.
All right, take 2, lads. A 17. It got through to you. It's a humdinger. You do a really comical little dance, but it's also like kind of cute, and it goes with Moose's music really well. There's even like a couple of people filming who have a hard time not laughing at you because you're so good at this.
So yeah, you can see why they got me up on the stage at the saloon.
And like Annabelle's just giggling.
Speaking of, I'm actually supposed to be looking for someone who could come back to my city and help liven it up a bit. We need someone who's good at acting at the very least. Someone who can draw in the crowds with a cool performance, and I ain't it.
Oh, it's like you like Annabelle's eyes literally alight with stars. Like oh, this is good. This is a chance. This is an opportunity.
Yeah, I was supposed to find someone by the name of, and she pulls out a paper. She's just like, Annabelle.
Well,
I don't know where she is, so.
I think that's me, actually.
Oh, shoot! I guess that works out just swell, don't it?
I guess it does. Well.
So what do you say? You want a one-way trip to Evade?
Absolutely. I would love to go. I just gotta finish gathering up my stuff. Oh, just give me a sec. She kind of like dances over to where some of her costumes are and like starts gathering them up from the theater storage.
Ro does the same, but with absolutely no grace and no regard for if they get crumpled or not. She's just like, yeah, we're gonna pack up. Wait a minute. How many can we fit in one suitcase?
That's an adorable scene to finish on, and yeah, you guys are obviously immediately making friends, and maybe there's a touch of romance in the air because of that comedy. And then, yeah, we segue to the next scene, which is you two in the dog cart, just jogging along on the road, and it's getting late though, and it is quite a journey, so you end up having to camp in the middle of the Wild West. It's a nice safe location. Road, you're an old hand at this kind of stuff. Calamity Dame, you're an old hand at this stuff. So you find a nice place. It's a lovely little scene under the stars with a campfire and the horse sort of crossing its legs and leaning on the bars of its wagon. And here's the thing. Calamity Dame can play a guitar and sing. Doesn't usually do so for anybody else. It's just to put the horse at ease and for her own entertainment. So I would like you to roll performance again.
And then I have to sing.
Mm-hmm.
Peck.
Okay, well, it's a 13. It's a little wobbly. So again, DJ Moves, you're the coach for this song. If you want to give a demonstration, and I think that would be a very good time to use your inspiration and all, other things.
Yeah, DJ Moves is I think what DJ Moves is actually, he's going to like set a scene where he's like, you have to set up your posture like this. If you're traditionally taught by a guitar, you wouldn't hold it like this, but you're not trying to be that sort of traditionalist. You're trying to be somebody who learned from their grandfather's teachings on the back of a porch. And he's like very intentionally guiding Road through every part of this scene because he knows that like singing stuff is really intimidating. So I think what he's going to do is he's going to give the point of inspiration he got from the grapple rather than the birthday inspiration. And I think he's going to give it to Rode
What a
rather
kind
than
thing.
use it on something he's doing.
Good move, though.
Aww.
Excellent move. That's wonderful. So yeah, that's a nat 20 plus a billion. You do like the best performance ever. Yeah.
She just strumming along, strumming, humming to herself. Ain't got a better view than the stars in the sky. Just you, me, and my horse, and the moon.
Oh.
I wasn't expecting you to sing. I'm like flabbergasted. That was lovely.
Oh,
Aww.
that was great. Aw.
I would have given you like that as a nat 20 anyway. Like shit, dude.
It's a musical. I had to be a little bit prepared.
That was really good. Aw, I'm so proud of you. I mean, actually, I feel like hell. Okay, Snail, sorry, you have to keep your inspiration point because that one counted as one. Like that's just like you've won me over, and you win everybody else over.
How dare you!
You win everybody else over, including Annabelle, who we've got this beautiful little scene, and it's very romantic and cute, and there's literally stars in your eyes while you watch this humble cowgirl sing, and she's a really good singer, and you get a little light bulb above your head. So I think you're gonna roll performance for the next little scene, and also how well you convey that you are falling in love with her.
Let's see how Prim does.
20, that'll sell it. Dirty 20 is very, very nice. Very, very nice.
There's probably like a little scene where Annabelle is at first listening to the guitar start to play, and then like the longer Calamity Dame is playing the song and begins to sing. Like she just kind of watches her quietly, her tail wagging.
Oh.
And then like as soon as the song finishes, there's like literally a light bulb. Like the gag just appears.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, oh my gosh, you are a wonderful singer, aren't you?
Oh, thanks, I guess.
All right, there's something I have to admit. I can't sing at all. I used to be able to, but and in fact, I was quite known for singing and dancing and stuff like that, but I wore my voice out the other month when there was a fire, and I couldn't bring myself to stop the show, and I just...
Oh, shoot, man, you really are like a professional actress, ain't you? Man, that's mighty admirable. Not giving up till the curtains fall.
At least somebody thinks that.
Man, is that why you got fired? Well, I should go back and just give him a piece of my mind if that's the reason. She like rolls up her sleeves.
Oh, you don't have to. And like Annabelle's like waving her hands in front of herself. Oh gosh. But I can't sing, but you can. And here's what I'm thinking. What if when I go back and perform at your little saloon, what if I do the dancing and you do the singing?
I mean that sounds cool and all, but I don't really want to get up on stage. No, I ain't really privy to people staring at me on that kind of scenario.
Well, you don't have to be on the stage. What if you're like off to the side, like behind the curtains? If you get what I'm saying.
She like hunches over in the thinking posture, very round and curvature, because she is a very round tune. She's like, I think that might just work. There, we're gonna be the greatest duo that ever did roll into Evade.
Thank you so much. And like Annabelle like hugs her.
Oh.
Big old hug.
Yes.
Dame had been had her hand out for a handshake and just having this. She's definitely just kind of taken aback, blushed a little bit, you know, still the scene.
The ship
Also,
has
pretty
sailed.
girl.
I think that you hear a very quiet and scene. And you have got a little standing ovation from the engineer for your performance just then.
Aw.
From Tobias.
Aww, she rubbed the back of her neck. She's like, you did real good, man.
Great work, girls. Oh, I'm so
Wonderful.
That was
Yeah.
great. You both did so well.
You guys are so good. I just
Oh, you're so good.
Moves,
You're
moves, get
wonderful.
over here. That song was adorable. When did you write that? I didn't hear that one.
Oh, I have to. Hang on, let me get my actual voice back.
I caught you unawares, did I?
Right, no.
I was practicing Joe. Don't hassle me. But well, Road actually knows that song, and I went ahead and looked, and the rights are right there, willing to be sold for use in a movie. So I went ahead and just snatched that up real quick. Don't worry, this comes out of my money, not yours. I'm not going to be sabotaging your project like you're so worried about. But we decided that having a little bit of song that was already introduced could really help, I don't know, make the orchestral parts really sing.
The sad thing is, he kind of stopped listening to you once you said that Road brought the song to the show, and he's kind of like absently nodding. But Road, he's like come over to you and giving you the biggest, happiest handshake. He's just like, I knew you had star material, but you're really knocking it out of the park. But it's late. We should all be getting rest because tomorrow is a big scene. Okay, everybody, wrap it up. And you like roll everything up quite literally. The canvas of the night sky disappears, and we're back in the studio. And yeah, you all go to bed, and you've done a really good day's film work. And the next day, oh, everybody's excited about this scene. Everybody's excited because we're back on the road again, and our two girls are on the way to evade, but I would like you both to roll perception.
Oh, great. Going right from the strengths to the weaknesses for Prim.
Ooh. But you see, even with a +5. Oh my gosh. Actually, this is quite funny because you both are so excited about your plan, and also kind of puppy eyes in love, so you're talking to each other, and then out of nowhere, boom, there is a bullet that ricochets off your dog cart and panics your horse.
Oh, jeez. Prim probably panics too. She's just like, ah!
Okay, Road, do you want to make animal handling? Because the horse has been paid to do this. Like, the horse is acting, but you still have to be able to not fall off the dog cart.
That's the hard part.
17, you got it, man! The bribery of this horse with candy apples works, and in fact, I think you managed to not only calm down your steed, but calm down your passenger as well. And you get everything under control. What is your reaction to this?
What was that?
Well, obviously we're getting shot at, and then you just hear the click as she pulls out her gun.
Oh, we're doing this. Oh, jeez.
And I think, in fact, you can now hear sort of hooping and hollering, and there's some sort of hootenanny happening down in there. Them there rocks down there. Sorry about my horrible American accent. I'll stop immediately. You. I would like you both.
Yellow Belly shooting at a passenger cart. That's just plain rude.
I would like you both to make a stealth roll.
Oh, stealth time! Sneaky.
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 Oh!
That's Move's music for this. It's just that. Whoa!
Come on, Ro.
Wow.
Don't be suspicious, it's playing.
That's
You're
amazing.
just not had good luck today.
That's perfect though, because you're Calamity Dame, so I mean, your elegant ballroom assistant with a 22 silently is sneaking up behind these rocks where you can look down. Calamity Dame, you just faceplant, man. You just absolutely smash into the floor, and it's actually hilarious. It wasn't really intended, but it's a marvelous piece of comedy, so it's absolutely staying in the movie. So you like crawl your way up the rocks with a slightly bloodied nose, but fortunately they're all making such a din down there that a 12 still succeeds. You're fine. And we have the scene with their bandits who have taken a prisoner, who is Mild Bill Hiccup, who is played by Tobias.
Hey, no, we can talk about this, no problem.
Yeah, time for talking's over. You're gonna work for us or you're gonna die.
Oh. I don't really want to work for no good bandits.
You're gonna help us ruin up the bank or you're gonna leave here in bitty pieces. So, I mean, that's a pretty hard decision. I don't know what I would do with you boys. And then all of them are just, yeah, hooping and hollering and laughing. So, the premise is... I love you for doing that. That was hilarious. Oh my god, man. So good. So Mild Bill Hiccup, who is another Wild West gun for hire, has been kidnapped and is being held prisoner until he agrees to join this horrible gang so that he can rob a bank, because he's a really good shot and they want him to be in part of this gang. But clearly he is being heroic and refusing. Tobias, I would like you to roll performance. And
absolutely, give me a sec.
You have advantage because you have been under the tuition of the engineer for quite a long time, in fact. Which is just as well, because a 9 ain't gonna do
Take that
it.
advantage.
Take that advantage.
24! There it is! Woo!
Bingo!
You get just the right mix of stoic and yet vulnerable. So everybody is like totally on your side and also very impressed, but also like, oh no, this poor kid, it's really bad. And
also, during this scene, is his darkest shade of purple.
oh, you marvel. The engineer is so proud of you. And I think at this point we're actually going to cut and take a break, because the next stage is how we're going to start this fight, and it might in fact be rolling initiative. Hooray!
Oh boy.
Haha. That was amazing. Like, you were all handling this really well, because I did not know how this movie format was gonna work, but I think it's okay.
This is so much fun, Mod. This is so much fun.
Oh, it's so good. I love
One
this.
thing I have to mention really quick. I was waiting until I would need to use Bardic Inspiration, and then all of you rolled so good I didn't have to. But
It's okay, I'm gonna need it.
started, there was a new musical motif that's introduced, and it's absolutely Tobias's character's musical motif. I just had to mention it.
Oh, that's so
yes,
cool.
very good.
I love the commitment here.
Nice.
Also, yeah, again, moves. You're going to be in initiative in this fight, even though you're not in the scene. Because, yeah, you can give people inspiration, because your music score is the inspiration that's happening, and, like, that's what you're doing for this fight scene.
Of course.
Yeah.
Darling.
Anyway, we are on a break, so I'm going to scoot for 2 minutes, and I will see you in a bit, okay? I think that's very fitting.
Also, we all know what Tobias' color was when he saw that outfit.
Magenta. I'm going with straight magenta. Oh boy. I love how in love you are already. It's so sweet. It also works for the rest of this film. But I suspect we're going to like basically do this fight scene and then call it, because then that's a really nice halfway point, and we'll do game 2 another time, because I don't want to like try to do it all in one go and then regret it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm back.
That makes sense.
Oh, hello. Is that all of us?
Sorry.
Are we all reunited?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, let's start again then.
Wait, launch is
here.
Oh, launch is-
Launch isn't here.
I was gonna say, I was like, oh, she must be here, but he's being quiet.
Launch is doing the crown.
sandwich.
That's fine. Oh,
Also, Prim's outfit is definitely that color on purpose.
is it really?
Yeah, it's
Oh.
because it's Rhodes blue.
Oh my gosh, that's adorable. Actually, I confess that the engineer has a sneaky thing, because like he genuinely does want all of you actors on this picture for the reasons he stated. But also, like, the color scheme works great, because, like, you three against a golden yellow backdrop all the time is really good. Like, you pop. You pop.
Ow.
It's very, very good. I mean, the exception is Tobias, who turns yellow when he's very, very happy. But in fact, quite a lot of this movie, he won't be. He'll be other colors. So.
I sure wonder why.
He'll get a couple of chances.
Oh, he
Goes
will.
down
He will.
Happy.
There's a particular scene in a flower shop later, which would be like, yeah, the contrast where it's all like beautiful blues and pinks, and he turns yellow. So that would be nice. Yeah. Okay, we are all together now. Would you like to restart, or is there anything else you want to do first?
Think we're good.
Real quick, drink some water, because I forgot to do that.
There
I'm
you
gonna be
go.
more tough while I
There
drink.
it is. In fact, I'm gonna do the same. That's a very good idea.
Bobby, no.
Water, good.
Hydrate before you dehydrate. Okay, great. In fact, let's do the boring bit. Like, I can edit this out if I
Hydrated.
really want to, and let's all roll
Hydrated.
initiative. Roll initiative time.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
It's initiative time.
It's initiative time.
Great.
Take the initiative. I'm gonna just let you guys go first.
Friends initiative. There it is.
Okay, so we were left on a cliffhanger where our two ladies have espied the dilemma that poor Bill, played by Toby, is in, and he's surrounded by bandits! All these horrible, grubby bandits! But in fact, it is Bill's turn first. I think I know you're first in, like, order, but you have to be aware of these two before you can interact with them. So I want you to roll perception.
Oh man, okay. What's my perception? 0.
A 16 is good enough. You can just about make out that there are two people, not sure like what they look like. One has a very tall blue hat, but they are just about poking up from some rocks, a rocky outcrop that's a little way off. But most of the bandits are like dancing around in front of you, so they can't see them.
Well, Bill is not going to put these two people in dangers unless they want to do it themselves. And, as you said, he is a very good shooter, so if he has his gun on him right now, he's gonna take that and try to shoot one of the bandits.
Here's the problem. You're tied up, buddy.
Ah, am I? You didn't say so.
I should have said that. I'm sorry, but you have been kidnapped, so yeah, you don't have like a gag on, but you are definitely hogtied.
Full on damsel in distress.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, Bill is gonna try to get out of these ropes, so I guess it's sleight of hand.
Yeah, very good. And yeah, we don't care that this is Wild West genre. If you have magic, fuck, you have magic. Just, you know.
Heck yeah! It's time for magic.
We all love magic.
Okay, because I was actually
So-
worried about that.
22! You manage, for a nat 20 plus 2, you absolutely get your hands out of these
And
knots.
he's
And
not
nobody
gonna
notices.
He's not gonna show it yet. There's maybe a plan on him getting out of the ropes, but keeping them on to make sure the bandits don't notice yet.
Excellent, very, very wise. But yeah, your hands are free for when you can make use of that fact. But I will say that takes up your action, but you have your bonus action.
Yeah.
I'll say that you can't move, really, because, yeah, they would shoot you.
Well, he has the spell Shatter, which is a bonus action.
Oh, is it really?
Is it
It
really?
is.
Wow,
Ironic.
look at that.
Bonus action spells.
Love it. Okay, I mean, what do I have to do?
Wait. Oh no. it's an action.
I was gonna say, like, Shatter is like a
Oh.
big ass spell. I was like,
No,
if that's
I
a
don't
bonus
think-
action, that's wild. But
I don't know why I wrote it as bonus action.
I was about to be
want check.
very excited, but oh, that's a shame. I mean,
That
like,
would have been so cool.
it's a really good spell, though. For those people who are concerned about the engineer's health and safety ethics, A, you're boring, but B, there's in fact there's kind of like a muting spell that he's cast, like he's had his wizards or people cast. I'm bullshitting here, but basically, like everybody would be technically taking half damage, and there's definitely like people on set to heal people, but I can't be bothered doing that because maths. So yeah, we're just going to play it straight.
It's all very convincing acting.
Yes, very convincing acting. Okay, I think that's Bill's turn. Bill is aware of you. I don't know if Calamity Dame, you've got. Oh, sorry.
He doesn't do anything.
Yeah, so he hasn't got
No,
another bonus action.
I just meant no bonus.
No bonus? Okay. Sorry I talked over you. I'm bad at doing that. I will try to improve. Calamity Dame, I think you've got sharp enough eyes, and you're also like the main protagonist, so you probably realise that Bill has realised that you're there, but the bandits haven't.
Nice. Question. Can I cast a spell for flavor and also roll for intimidation?
I love you, so yes. That's
Alright.
my reason. Shut up.
Well, first she's turning to frame. You got anything to defend yourself, or
I
should have brought my extra gun?
I've never shot a gun in my life, so
Well, I'm gonna be having to teach you at some point then. Put a pin in that one. I'm gonna go try to do what I can do. And she's gonna try to get a little bit closer.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah, I'm just gonna let you do that. I can't be bothered doing
Yeah.
stealth and all that stuff.
but she is going to cast Flock of Familiars. So
Ooh.
as she does, a whole murder of crows kind of surrounds her as she walks out. Her spurs jangling against the
jingle jangling.
her spurs jingle jangling, and she's got her gun cocked and ready. She's like, I believe the nice man said he ain't gonna be joining you, lowlife.
So cool! I want you to roll intimidation, but like, I think that was so good. I think you get to roll with advantage. Because that was badass, my dude. 13. A 6. Again, from I will say, like, you. No, you don't have inspiration. That's because of it. But moves, you still have 2 inspirations.
Time out.
Yep.
Moves absolutely is gonna be using the musical motifs to their fullest.
Mhm.
Can he go ahead and cast Bardic Inspiration right now and then not be able to use it when it's his, in quotation marks, turn?
Yep, that's fine. I want this scene to work. So does the engineer, because it's really cool. I mean, again, if you dunk on this, like, the engineer will step in a new direction. A 3 plus 3. That's a 16. Like, a 16 is pretty intimidating. But these are also kind of badass bandits. So, it's up to you. Does Rode think a 16 is satisfactory? Because I'm okay with that.
No, she casts spell and look cool. She wants to look very cool.
Okay, I
it
think
does look cool.
I think the engineer is like appreciative of what you're doing, but can actually kind of read the disappointment. Like it didn't work out as well as you were hoping. So he says, "Oh, cut! That was almost good. Walk with me with you." And like, yeah, takes Rhoda aside and is like, "Okay, what's not working? Talk with me here."
I don't know. I just not as cool as I was hoping. I guess I stumbled on my delivery, maybe.
But
She was rubbing the back of her neck very much like, beans. Botched
so this is
one.
a confidence issue because what you're doing is cool, but the thing that's not selling it is you. You need to believe in yourself.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. I don't know. Acting's hard.
How do I?
Up from the background.
Yeah. I mean, like, if your fellow actors want to come in and, like, contribute, because, like, the engineer thinks you're the bee's knees, but...
Well, Tobias is probably just gonna say, "Hey, remember that advice I gave
Yeah,
you
I
earlier
know.
yesterday?"
I'm trying. It's just I don't
Well,
know.
just take some time and try to think like your character will. Just take your time while we're doing a little break.
Also, Rode, you know when we first met, you were the
Yeah.
coolest. That was the coolest thing I've ever seen. I was immediately like, when I saw that, I was like, oh, I have got to get that into one of my pitches. I didn't know how I was going to, but you had panache. You had style. You weren't just intimidating. You were glorious while you were at it. And so talented. What a shot! Brilliant! Straight through that chain without hitting me. I was impressed.
Bird's like absolutely just flushing. Just all blue.
So now do you believe, like,
It's like,
I have become aware that you seem to deem my works fairly interesting. So, coming from me, my opinion, who is so highly esteemed by yourself, my opinion is that you are already one of the most impressive, wonderful, talented, brilliant people I have ever seen. So now, do you feel a wee bit cooler?
yeah, I do.
You ready for another take? I think we're ready for another take. Okay, wind that up. And we're going to do it again. And again, I want you to roll with advantage, but this is because you've had the pep talk of the century.
Yeah.
God. Now she's gonna focus on making sure she's not smiling like an idiot.
You can smile and be intimidating. The engineer knows that very well.
Just like,
Definitely
you know,
smile and be intimidating.
when she smiles, she can't be intimidating. She's more just like, oh shucks, just like, you know, kicking her feet, like, oh man, that's good compliment on the engineer.
So much.
I love Road. 22 is brilliant, but see if you crit. We'll go with the 22.
22, thank you.
Yeah, not the 5. Yeah, we do this scene again, and it's just almost frame perfect. It's so badass that even though they're actors, like, everyone is actually kind of intimidated, like, holy shit, whoa, Road. Yeah, this is...
Bill is already falling in love.
Yeah, baby! This is very, very, very good.
Prim might be getting a little crushed too, honestly.
Aw.
Yep, you deliver your line, you make your stand, and it's really badass. So that was very much your, I think, movement and action. Do you have a bonus action?
Yep. Nope, that's it.
Okay, that is a really good move. And then it's the bandits, who are very intimidated. Holy shit, who is this? But they actually do... They do actually manage to. Oh no! I'm gonna make a wisdom saving throw to see like how many of them. Okay, 11. Yeah, they're really shook up, and 3 of them, because there are 6. There are 6 sort of bandits and 1 big one who's like clearly the leader, and 3 of these minion type ones are so flummoxed that they just kind of stall and they can't take a move this turn because they didn't have their guns out, and then there's this cool, very scary lady. Oh my god, what? Who? And they get taken by surprise. But 3 of them do have their wits about them, and 2 of them are going to try and fire at you, and 1 of them is going to do something else. But first of all, I'm going to shoot at you. Ha ha ha!
Gun.
Haha, guns are fun.
Good.
10 ain't gonna hit. An 18 is. An 18 is going to hit you. But I think, you're cartwheeling out of the way of the first one, and it just hits you in the fleshy part of your calf. So it's not too bad, but it's like, ow, it sucks, And you take 3. You take 3 damage. So yeah, a glancing blow gets you, and it's very dramatic. And then the other guy is going to go and get a rope, and he's going to try and lasso you.
Ooh.
A 6, nope. He whips it up, and he fails really good, because you're like, you're being the cool lead actor of this movie. You're doing your action stunts, and it's very impressive. And Annabelle, it is your turn. You've just seen your love interest being incredibly cool, but what do you do?
Alright. I'm thinking. I'm doing a think. So, Prim is going to reach into her hammer space and pull out her wand, which then turns into a spear.
That's awesome.
And she's still hidden for like where she is, because like what was her stealth again? It was like a 22 or something. But I think from her position, is there how grouped up are the bandits down there?
They're basically in a semicircle between Tobias and you, because they were like taunting him basically. And again, most of them, like, yeah, with the 22, none of them know that you're there, and the three of them who have got their wits about you are now like looking at Road. Because she's about to find distraction.
I'm going to cast Fairy Fire.
Yee! Cool, cool, cool.
Yeah, and in fact, I'm going to use my my ring that I got from Glorb's shop.
Ooh, what does that do?
Yeah. Let me look. It's like a ring that 5 times per day can cast Fairy Fire.
Oh.
I believe. Yeah, and Fairy Fire is a spell where each object in a 20-foot cube within range is outlined in blue, green, or violet light, your choice. Any creature in the area when the spell is cast is also outlined in light if it fails a dexterity saving throw. So...
Okay, that would include, I would have to point out, it would include your friend there, Road.
It would, wouldn't it? But, you know, Prim's not the best at magic, so...
I mean, like, you know, it would be great and dramatic if all of them get lit up. I mean, it's kind of pretty.
Yeah. Alright, so let's do dexterity saving throw for these guys.
Okay. So again, I'm gonna do these like en masse. So the dex for the really crappy ones is nothing. A 2. All of them fail, but the big guy does have.
They're all blue now. In fact, they're all Rhodes blue.
Almost all of them.
Nice.
The big guy doesn't get hit.
And then Toby's gonna have to make one too.
Oh, Toby's like wrapped up, but the person who really does have to make it is Road. In fact.
Oh yeah, true.
I'll say
What's
that
this
that Toby was outside of the range. That's just easier.
Okay. Yeah.
An 8.
Oh, yeah, that doesn't work. Unfortunately.
On my own blue.
Yeah. Maybe it adds a little bit to the intimidation, because...
Yeah, you're just like uber blue. That's cool.
Yeah!
That's my attack. You're blue now.
And now, attack rolls against anything that's glowing have advantage, unfortunately. So...
Wow, okay.
all the lesser people are gonna...
Well, let's hope I can take him down quickly.
That's
All right,
that's cool. Anything else you want to do, Belle?
Probably hide, but I can't do that as a bonus action because I ain't a rogue, so I'm just gonna stay put.
I mean, you're already in half cover, so that's fine. You can sort of duck down behind it, looking sort of, oh my god, this is so scary. And that's very, very cool. I love it. Okay, so that was your turn, I believe. Yes.
Yep.
Okay, now it's the big guy, and here is the tragedy. This is the travesty, because this guy could have been played by Lucky Jack, but due to incidents which some people will know about in that 12 frame per second, he's not in a fit state to do it. So, in fact, all of these bandits are being played by owls, and the big guy is being played by a crow, a very ominous-looking black crow with a sort of trench coat and a hat and a little white eye. He's actually kind of cute, but he's trying his best to look intimidating, you know. They've given him a fake mustache, you know, one of those curly villain mustaches. So he's trying his best. So he says, we do not take kindly to interruptions to our banditry. And the engineer's like, oh god, why couldn't have Jack? Why I could have had Jack? So he is trying his best, but like this guy is not the best actor, unfortunately. However, you don't have to be a good actor to shoot people, and he's gonna try and shoot you. He's gonna try and shoot Dame, that is. He does have +6 to that. Oh my god, that's a nat 20. Oh, Road, I'm so sorry. I'm not even gonna roll again. That was like with advantage. I don't even have to roll again because it was a crit. Fuck. I mean,
Big stakes, big stakes, big stakes.
Yeah, this is a very
Big
dramatic. Here's the unfortunate thing, because this is the big guy. He has a shotgun. That's a D10. Plus 2.
Oh no.
Okay, so that could be much, much worse. In fact, you are hit for 6 hit points of damage. That's really not too bad at all. But make it look good. In fact, Rode, I would love you to roll performance, because we want to make this look dramatic. I mean, 15's pretty good. 15's pretty good. I think, you know, you're doing the best as you can with an improv job, because you kind of expect this to be worse than it is, and then it isn't, and then you're like, oh shit, I've got to sell it like it is. So there's almost a little bit of a as you're doing this. Would you like to describe what happens?
She gets hit, and it's like a second before she like realizes that, oh shit, this is supposed to be bad. So like you gotta do like a cut to a different camera angle as she like takes a second to react. Just kind of throws her hands up.
I think in fact, like, yeah, you this was almost not meant to happen, but then the engineer's like, oh, that's great, hang on, let's take that reaction shot again, and you get a little blood packet, so it'll go and you're like, ow. But it's not too gruesome, because I mean this movie is for like family friendly audience. We're not doing Reservoir Birds again. It's not that level. Okay, you have been shot by the big bad guy, and that's going to be his move. Speaking of moves,
Moves has been like working with the choreography and like playing on his piano and like using his head bobs to like direct the banjo, and he's fully immersed in this, and you off screen from the camera, you see a light bulb appear over his head, and he like looks at one of his penguins who's around him and winks. And with that, there's so it's dark out, right? Or is it light?
Yeah.
well, it's kind of the morning, but we can say it's dawn, so it's like darkish.
All I'm asking is, are there fires around?
Oh yeah, sure. There's always a fire.
Like torches. Because moves can cast pyrotechnics.
Yes.
Which is an area within a non-magical flame that fits within a 5-foot cube, which allows me to extinguish that flame and create either fireworks or smoke. Moose was initially going to be doing smoke, but then Rode failed her roll. So what he's going to do is he's going to pick a fire that's behind all 3 main characters. And with his wink, he sets off fireworks. So all of the bandits have to make a Constitution saving throw or be blinded. And the reason that this works in the movie is dynamite.
Yes. Yes. I was about to say, like, there has to be a plot reason why this would happen. On the other hand, I think this would be nice because when Dame got shot, she collapsed backwards, and again, like, she backs into a water butt, and that sets something else off, and it knocks over a crate that had their explosive supplies in it, and one of the bundles of dynamite bounces into one of the fires. And I am now going to make a Constitution saving throw for all of the bandits, is that? I mean...
I think it should hit all the bandits, and I'm specifically trying to make sure that our PCs don't have to deal with it.
That's fine.
But it's okay if that's not quite how it works.
No, it's cool. I mean, like, it's an explosion. The engineer is all about explosions. How does a 14 do?
The DC is 15.
Oh, good. I'll say, like, just to keep things interesting, again, like, this is going to be 3 of the bandits who are, like, taken out by this. Because, like, they're, like, the 3 that were closest. I will also make one for the big bad. That's a 10. Oh, dear. So the big bad is pyrotechnic. What happens again? What's the status ailment?
So they are blinded until the end of Moves' next turn.
Awesome. Okay, so 3 bandits are blind, and that's what is happening for the crow as well. Is that your whole turn?
And All that Moves is going to do is he's going to play Billy's motif again, and this time he's winking not at his penguin friend, but at Toby, because he's casting Bardic Inspiration on Toby to signify you can do something cool here.
Yes.
I'm setting you up for it.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Woo! Go Bill, go Bill!
I'm scared now.
Oh, don't be
What?
scared.
Well, what I was thinking is that with all the commotion that's been going on, Bill takes the opportunity to get out of the road, stand up, and he can cast Shatter now.
Yeah, he can.
And he's gonna cast it as near as he can to the boss of the bandits.
That's an area effect, isn't it?
So
It's
Constitution
it's a 10-foot
saving throw.
radius
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah.
for con.
Yeah.
Again, for convenience's sake, I'm gonna say that Road, aka Dame, is out of the range of this thing. But if it's a radius thing, I think you may actually catch all of the bandits. So do I have to do a saving throw or?
Yeah.
It's
Con.
Constitution saving throw for everyone in the radius.
Excellent. None of them have a plus for that. 3. A 1. That's a crit fail for the boss.
Yes.
Everyone's having a time.
It is 3d8 thunder damage.
Oh,
crap.
wow.
We pulling out the big guns.
Gee whiz, Bill.
Or rather, Bill pulling out the big
Okay,
Yeah.
so 3d8.
You also have to describe how you do this. Like, do you just like stomp on the
Yeah.
ground? Oh, you need
I didn't do it correctly.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
just
he stomps on the
exclamation 3. That's that one.
There we go.
ground. Big stomp.
Okay,
Big
big ass stomp. And
Do I do it a second time for the boss?
I
think it's for
Or I
all of
do it
them.
once for...
No. The one was only for the boss, so the boss like gets double damage, I think.
Oh.
Crap!
Oh boy.
Amazingly,
Poor crow.
this guy is actually fairly tough. So even though all of the little ones take 9
Billy,
damage, which is quite a punch to their guts, the boss takes 18, and he even though he's blind, sort of staggers back and is just like, "What in the heck?" Oh no, wait, he doesn't have a voice. He says, "What has just happened to me? This is unfortunate." And
William, no.
Actually, I'm gonna roll a performance for that guy. A 6. You know what? It's so bad. The engineer is just like, "Oh, forget this. Hang on." And you do this scene again. Interestingly, and there's someone else playing the part of the big bad guy, and guess who it is?
Engineer.
Yeah.
Oh god.
So he's put on his no, he hasn't put on a disguise kit because he has disguise self. So he has actually made himself look completely different. He has green scales. He's basically made himself look in kind of like a lizard version of himself, like a teeny tiny Godzilla. It's kind of cute.
Oh, I love this.
Aw, that's so good.
So he reels from this attack and says, "Curse you, kid! I'm gonna have you on my team, or I'll have your head on my wall."
Ooh.
Yeah, he can do accents too.
Don't think so, boss.
I like the dig. Yeah, Bill, do you want to do anything else? Because that was amazing.
That was cool.
Oh, healing word on Calamity Day.
Yeah.
Woo!
Thanks.
Healing! To thank her for helping.
Listen, I'll draw fire.
So,
Aw.
it is 1d4 plus my spellcasting ability.
It
One.
is. Thank you, Healing Word, for being a bonus action. Love this team play. This is very good.
1d4 plus 3.
Mm-hmm. 5. You get 5 back.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Feel it.
Okay, and in fact, unless Bill has a movement thing, it's Dame's turn.
He's gonna
time to do what Dame and Road do best as she cocks her gun, aims it,
Time to shoot.
aims it at the boss. Just like, I think we are done here. Realizes it's too early.
Yep.
It's just like, oh, heck, I'll just roll with it.
It all works though, because Calamity Dame is a comedy character, so you're like, this is where it ends, and like everybody's kind of like shrugging at each other, and it's kind of like, nah. It's like Blazing Saddles, you know. It's kind of like,
I love this.
Every round until she's done. We're done here. And she's going to fire one of her 2 shots at the boss. Trying to make sure that she doesn't actually hurt. And Mr. the Engineer, I don't actually want to be hurting you.
oh, trust me, he has quite a lot of hit points. He'll be fine. He's gonna pretend like he has the same as the other guy had, though.
Darn it!
13. No. He's a dodgy guy. I think your shot was on target, but he just kind of dances out of the way.
Quick reload. As she lines up another shot. Try again.
Nope. Yet again, he skitters aside and just.
You don't like me today, huh?
It's all right. Again, I'm gonna act like his AC is the same as the boss's was. I'm not gonna make you try and beat his 18 because that's kind of ridiculous. So yeah, he dodges this way and he dodges that, and he just kind of goes at you because he's being a lizard dude. Okay.
He's right back.
His hits. You just say his hits.
He's right back.
And after that, it's the bandits who are just like, "Hey, stop picking on the boss! I can't see. Where are you?" And there's like 3 of them walking around and bumping into each other, and I think
And
they
the
all.
other 3 are glowing.
Oh, that's so
Well, that's what I mean. Like 3 of them are blind.
There's
so.
one.
Sorry, you were
Can I
saying.
say there's one that walks into Bill and he just grabs them and turns them around.
Yes, yes, you can totally do that. It's like Blind Man's Buff, and he like after you've turned him around, politely raises his head and says, "Oh, thank you very much," and carries on.
No problem.
3 of them are not an issue at all and are just there for comedy value. However, the other 3 can still see, even though they're lit up with this lovely blue light, which makes them very easy to hit.
Beans, I forgot to roll advantage for that. Oh well.
Oh, do you want to do it again? Oh no, wait, the boss didn't get lit up with blue, so it does work. We're fine.
All right.
We're in canon. It's fine.
Checks out.
Don't worry.
It figures. The dice do know, as it turns out. But yeah, so these other 3 are still all active, and they're all each individually going to fire at. Yeah, because like I mean, is Primrose visible yet? I don't think she is.
She ducked behind the rock again because Annabelle's never been in a fight before. This is new territory.
Okay, so 2 of them are going to fire at Dame, and 1 of them are going to try and lasso to Beus again. In fact, I'm going to do the lassoing first because that is a +5. Oh dear! Oh Toby! Oh no! Yet again! That's a nat 20. So one of these owls is very handy with a rope, and it's landed right around your arms, and they are pinned to your sides again, and so yeah, you'll have to deal with that on your turn. It's good and dramatic though. The other 2 are going to fire at Road, who again is highlighted, so I'm afraid this is made with advantage for each one. That's an 11. That don't do it. That don't do it. What? Why did my copy paste not work? Oh, fine. I'll just type it all out again like a dingus. Oh, that's a nat 20 again. What is going on with these? Oh, and that's gonna hit as well. I'm not gonna roll again. I don't want to crit again. Okay, so one of those hits and it's just a regular, and one of them is a crit. So okay, I'm gonna say that's the crit because I can.
Regular.
So overall, you take 5 damage. One of them like nicks you on the side of your temple, like on your skull, and it like almost threatens to knock your hat off. That's like why it's so insulting. That's why, even though it's 2 hit points of damage, that's why it's a critical.
Oh no, that kind of sets Rhoda out of character. If it's like the band of her hat.
No, it doesn't actually damage your head. It's like it skirts underneath it. It's like really close. It like makes your hat kind of spin around.
That's the thing, her hat's attached to her head.
Oh shit, really? Oh, I didn't know that! Okay, like
She can't take her hat off!
Oh wow, I didn't know that part of your character design! Okay, shit. Well, in that case, that's why it's so bad. I'm sorry. I didn't know that.
It's okay. However, yeah, Road, that definitely does kind of startle Road pretty bad if it hits like near the band of her hat, because there's nothing there.
Okay, the dirty 20 I just rolled is actually from the engineer with insight, and I think in fact he realizes that something kind of bad happens, and he just kind of looks at you like, do you need to cut? Should we cut?
I think Road does need a cut.
Okay.
She holds her gun, she's like starts shaking a bit.
Yeah, he says cut. Okay, we're shutting up. What? Okay, medic. And yeah, you get the medic over.
You're good.
You good?
Yeah.
You don't have
She's
to
just
perform now. That's fine.
Like the band of her hat, and she's just kind of like, yeah. Okay.
Okay, DJ moves, comes over and is like, all right, you squawking peckers, everybody, move along, and he's very intentionally, like, body blocking Road to make sure that Road has just a little bit of space. It's like, you too, engineer, come on, darling, give her a little space, for goodness sakes, it's all right.
Thank God for moves.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean, unless Road wants the engineer to stick around, because like he's concerned.
Yeah,
like he's had
honestly,
a week.
She probably wouldn't mind. She's a little bit shaky. The gun's kind of dissipated.
Anyway, and he's like, oh, fine. All right, darlings, give her a little space. Come along.
I think the engineer like literally just says "hell to the winds" with his dignity and goes between your legs. Just like dives underneath, moves to get at Road, is just like, I don't give a shit about you.
Aww.
Alright, darling, it'll be okay. I'm so sorry. Are you alright?
Yeah, no, it's all good. And like I said, she is UPA, so a lot of her is kind of blank space that's filled with white, but the band of her hat is just clean through.
Oh, I start to see now. I hadn't actually. Wow, that's so cool though. That's very clever. Yeah, I think he just kind of sits with you while the medic fixes you up properly. But this isn't necessarily an injury related thing. This is kind of like an emotional situation thing. And he's like,
yeah.
Would it help to talk about it, or do you not want to talk about it?
I didn't grow up. I didn't grow up nine quail, and you know, people aren't as kind to tunes outside of Ironquail.
I have heard that.
Yeah.
He has turned quite glowy on your behalf. He's being quite cross, but he's also trying to suppress that because he doesn't want to alarm you.
Yeah, this is funny. That's kind of how I got kicked out of theater last time. Had something similar happen. Well, not really supposed to summon guns during the middle of a performance. So, sorry about that. I didn't think I'd be having one of those.
My apologies to you too. If I'd known, well, it's a risk on my sets, I'll confess, but I am extremely sorry about this. If we need to stop filming for the day, I completely understand.
No, it's all good. I just gotta get my bearings and.
I think he gives you a really big, comforting hug. Like, he's just gonna stay there until you are okay.
And for once, she's not the giddy fangirl. She's just kind of shy and scared, but she eventually gets over it.
Mm. And in fact, to like help you get over that, he's like, you know, Toby was the same. He was completely starstruck when I first met him, and the only way I could get him to get over that was to like just hug him. Like first thing in the morning, we're going over script. Jump on him, like, give him a hug while we're actually going over the lines, just so we can see, like, I'm just a person. Yes, okay, I've won quite a lot of awards, and quite a lot of people know who I am, but it doesn't matter. I'm just, me, and as you can see, I'm not perfect, things go wrong, and all I can do is what I can do, and this is part of what I can do. I'm also a qualified grandfather, so, you know, if you're needing a hot water bottle, I'm not a bad replacement.
Oh man, I think my pals would be mighty disappointed if someone took their job like that.
Well, anyway, I hope are you feeling okay now, lassie? We do not have to continue filming today. We can pick this up tomorrow. You're the priority here.
No, I can do it. I just if they could not aim for my hat, that'd be good.
I'll chew them out over it. Don't you worry.
Do you want another hug?
Yeah.
Okay, we need hugs. Stat.
Hugs.
Medically advised.
Please.
Yeah.
Darling! DJ Move slides into the framework.
Oh no, no,
Instantly, Road feels so much better, you know, because her face just screws up and is like, mm-hmm.
The engineer is just suffocating under DJ Moves, like, why? Take her around the other side. I've got this one. Okay, are we alright? Because I'm not fit.
Yeah, I think we're good.
Good, I've just
Are you
failed
okay,
my
sir?
constitution saving throw.
And he's still holding them.
Oh, God. I think when you have...
Eventually, yes, he does let them go.
Eventually, like, yeah, when you've disengaged, the engineer is actually slightly squashed out of shape and has to, like, press himself on the nose to go... Okay, shall we all, like, are we good to resume?
Yeah, we're all good. She'll summon back her gun.
Marvellous. Okay, hang on, I'll just brief those owls, and he sort of staggers off, and then you hit, don't pick and shoot at our head! What were you thinking? That's a leading star! And there's a...
Meanwhile, I think Moves is sidled up to Road immediately post-hug and says, by the way, darling, I just want to mention, you have been doing truly fabulous. I know Engineer talks about how fabulous he is at having an eye for casting new actors and so forth, but he really did pick a shiner with you. You've been rolling with a whole bunch of new skills and so forth, and you've been playing along with my musical motifs just wonderfully. It's all right to break character unintentionally sometimes. It happens to literally every actor, including me. So
You're not an actor. You wish you were.
You cast me as an actor, old friend.
The conversation just goes between like legitimately Road starts to feel better and then starts talking about DJ Moves, her face screws back up. And it's just that bumpy wave as it goes through.
Okay, if you've quite finished crushing people's brains and bodies and all sorts, just get off the set, you big balloon. Okay, let's start again. Let's not do that though, okay? I mean, do we take it from that again? I mean, no, it's fairly good dramatic footage. I kind of want to keep it in.
It's all good. We can roll from there.
You sure about that?
Yeah, I'm fine now.
You're a brave lassie. Oh, what a bonny lass you are. Okay, we'll take it from where we were at. Bill, I believe it was your cue.
Oh man.
DJ Move starts up the music again.
Oh god. Well, my turn. It's my turn again already?
No, it's I'm sorry, Bill and Belle sound so similar. I just realised. Okay, it's Anna. It's Annabelle's turn. I'm so sorry, Luz.
Alright.
I'm dying over here.
It is my turn. Okay, Annabelle is going to peek out from behind the rocks, clutching her spear, and she probably just saw that happen, where Annabelle was nearly hit. She's gonna cast Eldritch Blast at the bandit who shot at her like that.
Yo, that's awesome.
Just instant defensive mode.
Heck yeah. I mean, do you roll to hit with that?
And yeah, it's yeah. Do I roll at advantage? Because is this one of the glowing owls or bandits? I'm sorry.
I'm going to say it is. I'm going to say it is, because who's keeping track, really? I mean, yeah, try it again. It's an 8. Okay, unfortunately this owl is so terrified by the sight of what does your Eldritch Blast look like?
It's bright pink.
Okay, cool.
So it's like the exact opposite of what you'd really expect from Eldritch Blast, but...
Hey, you don't know, Eldritch horrors can be pink. I mean, pink can be a very frightening colour, as several people know on this server. So, yeah, you send out this blast of pink, and the owl goes, eek, and ducks down, and the hat stays where it was, so you obliterate its hat.
And then Annabelle shouts up from the top, "Don't touch her!"
And one of them says, well, technically we didn't touch her, like, he's with bullets as well as hands.
No!
Oh, right, okay. Okay, and unfortunately the bad guy, who is the engineer now, this is really weird, has now been made aware of a third person, and he's a nasty guy, So, unless you've got a bonus action, sorry, I should ask that first.
No. No bonus action.
Yeah, don't want to use your movement to stay where you are?
Although, where am I in relation, actually? Because I kind of, like, imagined, like, there's, like, a dip sort of thing, where, and she's kind of at the top of...
Yep, that's exactly what it's like.
Yeah. She's just gonna hang out up there.
That's fine. And again, like I said before, you basically have half cover, because you're where you started. But even so, like this guy is a meanie. He's a meanie. So he's going to use his movement to try and skirt around this little dust cloud fight, and he's coming to get you. But he's not going to do his crazy fast moving, because again, he's in the character of this lizard guy who's not as cool as he is, and but he's got a dagger. He's got a dagger out, and he is coming to get you. That's basically going to be his turn. Is the da 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 da.
Doom approaching.
Doom approacheth. Okay, so that was his turn. Moves. It is your go.
I think what moves is going. Okay, let me ask a question. Does everybody have like earpieces in their ears, or is the music literally just bouncing also everywhere and stuff?
Well, again, like, we're using the music as a metaphor. I don't think we actually have diegetic sound happening here, because it would interfere with the recording. So we can say, like, your musical inspiration is kind of leaking out of you into them. I don't really know how to explain this, because we're kind of in the film and also not at the same time.
Oh, no. I'm talking about, do the actors have, like, earpieces that somebody could, like, talk into?
I wish I could say yes, but I really don't think he has the budget for that. I think he would just, like, stage whisper, or he would be able to brief them before or after. Like, we've just had a little break. We've just had a break, so you could have said something to someone before this started again.
I was going to cast motivational speech.
Ooh. I mean, sure, like, we can say you did motivational speech while that hug was happening, if you like.
So, I guess... So, like, it's a spell I could use more than once. I think, while he was off-screen with, like, Toby and with Prim... he talked to them, and then on screen we heard him talking to Rhodes. So for the duration, all of you have gained 5 temporary hit points.
Ooh.
You have advantage on wisdom saving throws, and if you're hit by an attack, you have advantage on the next attack you make. I will put that in the game zone so that you can refer to it.
Thank you, that's very kind.
That's a lot to keep in mind.
Yeah, good spell though, nice.
Rad! That's rad!
Bards, man, they are so cool.
And he's cast
Thank you, Moon.
roll, and I think he feels like he's playing favorites, but I think he's going to go ahead and give Bardic Inspiration to Rode because getting shaken up during a scene and then trying to do it anyway sucks.
Yeah.
So he wants to give her something.
Yep.
Aw.
Really good idea.
There's another wink for Rode as Rode's musical motif played through Calamity Dane starts just like being in the bass while the rest of the music is going on. There's just a repeating motif of Calamity Dane's theme.
Yes, very heroic sounding. I really dig this. Okay, that's great. I'm almost imagining every time you wink at someone, like one of those little anime sparkles shoots out of your eye, and that's like what hits them and gives them inspiration.
Absolutely. That is canon now.
I love it. Okay. So that's what you do, which is very, very welcome, I'm sure, to everybody, including Bill. What's going on, Bill?
What's going on is that I love using my voice for spells. And I think Bill noticed the boss going towards Prim because, towards Belle. Because of what happened with the spell and all. So he's going to cast Dissonant Whispers on the boss.
Nice. What's that?
So wisdom saving throw,
I
please.
had a feeling it would be. Okay, so that's just a +1, in fact. How bad can you roast
I
your
love
own
this
boss?
spell.
11! I don't think that's going to make it.
Rad.
I will say I think he would have failed this on purpose because, like, he wants you to get him. Like, he's the bad guy! So what happens? What happens with your dissonant whisper? What do you dissonantly whisper?
Oh, well, nothing much, just something like, oh no, you stay right where you are.
Okay.
Now getting to the lady.
Oh my god, that's so fun. I think, in fact, like, yeah, okay, he'll take that 9. But I would like you to roll performance. That's...
Oh, I absolutely will. Oh my god, so it's a +5. Great.
I mean, +5 is good. I'm 25. 23. Yes. 23 will do it. Jeez. I mean, okay, maybe you just said it in a very impressive way. Yeah, and that stings. And he was sneaking, but that was so kind of painful that he sort of yelps and clutches the side of his head where you've thrown this insult at him. So, like, Prim, or I should say Annabelle, you are now very aware of this guy who was going to sneak up with the dagger.
Going to play into Primrose's weakness of very oblivious, but now...
And again, he makes this kind of rueful sort of hissing sound. Because you got him. Curse you, Bill! You got anything else up your sleeve, Bill?
No, I'm not gonna do anything else.
Yeah, okay. That was a good move. Good little scene. Okay, Calamity Dame, it is you again.
Alright, yeah, she sees Big Boss going towards Belle. She's just, Belle, you gotta hide! And she'll get her rifle going again and try for another shot.
Go for it.
For another 2 shots.
Oh my god, yeah, 23 will do it.
Yeah.
And that's just shot 1.
Mm-hmm.
Shot 1?
Yep.
Shot 1 of 2.
Shot 1 of
with
2.
Her gun.
Road is
Shot
good.
1.
Okay, a 13 doesn't quite do it, but remember you do have Bardic Inspiration.
Oh no, that was the damage.
Oh, that was the damage! Damn! Okay! I misread that!
Damage!
Ooh. Okay, yeah, even the engineer feels that.
Oh my god.
Road is built for one thing, and it is being a gunslinger.
Damn.
Heck yeah.
Well, this is partly why he hired you. Like, he knew you were good. He knew you were good.
The pep talk helped.
The pep talk did help.
Wow!
That's the second shot.
Absolutely, definitely. He pep talked you so good that you shot him twice.
Rad.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, like, you swing your rifle around, and do you want to describe where you hit him? Because I think you get him in the back.
Yeah, I'd say two shots. She she sees the big boss going towards the love interest, and that's kind of sets her into a panic state, and get into that zone. You just shoot him good.
Yeah, you shoot him good twice, and the man who died 1,000 times dies yet again. So, yeah, he does do a very convincing and collapses and rolls down the hill backwards because he was, like, going up it. And as he dramatically sprawls in a sort of trail of dust, the remaining bandits see this and scatter, because holy shit. Yeah, they saddle up and get the heck out of there, because you absolutely have routed them, and you have rescued Mild Bill Hiccup. Congratulations! You have solved my bandit puzzle.
Oh.
So now you three are by yourself. You can talk to each other as characters.
Well,
Are you
thank
okay?
you too, ladies.
Oh yeah, you good? Prim, you good as well?
I'm good.
All right.
I'm not sure if I could have gotten myself out of this one without you two.
Well, I'm glad we were passing by. We can't let a fellow cowboy getting hustled by these folks.
That's sure.
Prim is hurrying
Name's
down the
Bill,
side of
Billy.
the hill, and she's pulling out her a health potion from her bag. Mysterial, however you pronounce it, one of those potions.
Oh, those, yeah.
It's like, did anyone get hurt? Does anybody need?
Oh, I think I'm just well. No worries. What about you, man?
Rose's bleeding a bit, but she's like, I'll be fine in a second. She's busy trying to untie Bill.
Oh yeah, you did get lassoed again, didn't you?
Oh, I think
Can't let him get you like that.
Name's Bill or Billy for
shoot.
you two. What about
Well, this
you?
is my girl Belle, and I'm Calamity Dane.
Hey, that's
Okay.
a nice name.
I think you all need to make a
Not
performance
good at
roll. Let's just see how this is
Well,
working
it's
out.
like,
Hey, I'm just dying.
Okay, 20's
Tobias
not
is
bad at
natural,
all.
not
20's
me.
very good. And Toby, you do
Toby.
have advantage, remember? Oh my gosh, not that you'll need it.
Aw.
That's fine.
These rolls.
That's fine. Let's just leave it at that, because 2 20s and a
Dice
23.
knows.
Yeah.
The dice know the pressure
Yeah.
that's on these actors.
It's a very sweet, slightly awkward scene, because you've just had this cool badass scene, and then it's like very clear that you're fairly young adults, and you're just kind of like, oh hi, I
There's
don't really
a
know. what to
body
do.
on the ground.
It's kind of cute. Yeah. Hashtag relatable.
Rogue rubs her hand on her pants because it's like covered in the blood that she's been wiping away the nosebleed that she has, and she's like keeps rubbing on her pants. She's like, yeah, put her there, partner. But the hand's still kind of bloody.
Gross. I love it.
Well, guess I'm gonna have to find a way back to town.
Oh shoot! If you need a ride, we're heading back town in the wagon. You can hitch a ride with us, no problem at all.
Oh, I wouldn't want to bother you two anymore.
Aw, shoot, man, it ain't bothering. We're just helping you out.
Well, if it's okay with you and the lady, I wouldn't mind.
It's all right with me.
Well, then it's settled. We're all going to evade together. We're gonna go see the best performance that Bella's ever done, and it's gonna be swell.
I think with that's where the scene
you're
ends.
careful.
You all get on the wagon. You don't fall off the wagon. You get on the wagon. And this is where the scene ends with you heading off into the sunset towards, or not sunset. It's the middle of the day. You're heading towards the city place. But Moves, I think you said you had one more trick up your sleeve before we leave the end of this game.
It's for specifically after the scene. So
Ah,
if
okay.
anybody wants to like do some wrapping up stuff, Moves is still working on the piano.
I think Rhodes carried enough social interaction.
Oh.
The moment the scene is over, Prim's just gonna give a big hug to Rode and Toby.
Aw.
She's definitely gonna Rhodes is definitely gonna return that.
The corpse on the floor says, I've got to play more villains more often. This was really fun.
Oh yeah, you okay?
Oh, I am fine. What a shot. Man, that almost hurt. Great job.
So good! You guys so
Hope I
good!
didn't hurt too much, boss.
Oh, I'm fine. I've taken worse.
Oh, I know. I've seen him take worse. You wouldn't believe the crazy stuff he's come up with.
Alright,
DJ
don't
Moves
scare them. Don't scare them.
Man.
DJ Moves has gotten up from the piano and has joined you. And oh dang, I thought, well, let's see how many. Okay, so he like points at NG and says, let's see, D4.
It's
Sorry.
rude to point. What's going on?
4 plus 7. You.
Oh, you didn't just. Did you really just healing word him?
What is going on?
And now he points to Toby and he said, all. I'm gonna copy paste so that this is a little less slow. And then he points to Primrose and says, did. And then he points to Road and says, phenomenally.
Aww.
I cast healing
Oh,
word for every
thank you,
one of
sir.
those words, so each of you have been healed a minimum of 9 points because that's how the dice rolled, baby.
Coming
Prim
back to
didn't
fall.
get hurt at all, but thank you.
Appreciate the
He's the
sentiment.
one gonna
Thanks
feel
for
left
subbing.
out. He knows what it's
So
like when
good.
you're left out.
Oh no.
Well, Prim her tail is just absolutely wagging. It's practically a blur at this point. And she's just
Tobias is back to his gold color right now.
No.
all smiles.
Alright, I think that is enough filming for the day. We will pick this up tomorrow. Alright, let's wrap it up. Check that gate. And I believe that is the best way we can leave this part 1, because there's definitely going to be a part 2. We've got to see what happens at the end of the movie. Yay! Okay, I mean, is there any other post-credits scenes you want to do? I'm perfectly happy to just leave it here, though.
Rhodes is
I'm
definitely
good.
going to be
I'm
calling
good.
the girls, her witch brigade, and tell them everything except, you know, the PTSD the PTSD episode.
Oh.
I'm so sorry. I can't believe I just did not know that about your character design. Yikes. I'm so
No,
sorry.
It's okay.
I thought it
It's
was
okay.
a hat. Like, can you blame me? It looks like a hat.
No. It is a hat, but it's also her.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm so sorry. I try and do a happy game and I still end up traumatizing someone. Jesus. Anyway, okay.
It's about
Yes, it's back.
Oh no.
It's okay if people get hurt as long as the focus is the comfort.
I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Lots of comfort.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Go
needless
down
to
that
say,
quick.
Road has free pass to hugs from the engineer, like, whenever. He's down for hugs. Like, that's part of what his NE trait in, like, recovery, character development arc is, like, ain't no time to waste, just hug me. So, yeah. Hugs are good. Hugs are good.
I love him.
Oh.
Thanks, dude.
It's kind. He's trying his best, guys. He's really trying. Okay, shall we leave that? And we will discuss when we can do part 2, because at present we don't have a set date, but we'll figure it out. It'll be fine.
Yeah.
Okay. And
This was so much fun.
yeah, and I hope you liked your surprise guest appearance from Tobias, because hooray.
Yeah.
I certainly did. I
I'm
had no
so
idea that
happy.
was happening.
It was so hard to keep it a secret.
Louis,
Uh,
you did a real good job
to
keeping
tell
that secret. I've been DMing Louis literally for like weeks, talking about how excited I was for this. I had no clue.
I kept saying, "Oh, I'm so excited too."
Good job,
Some
good
acting
job.
skills.
You did very, very well. Yeah, you should get inspiration for
Right
well
now,
acting.
we're being like, I knew something was up with the pink name. I did not. I see nothing.
You see nothing. Okay, I'm gonna stop recording, and this was wonderful. Thank you very, very much for playing with me. Yay!
Thank you.
Thank you, Maud.
That was
Very
so
fun.
good.
Okay.
This is awesome.
That was great.
Till
I
part
loved
two.
it.
Well,
I have
see you
no
all next
idea.
time. See you all next time in
Yeah.
part 2.